When Bryn Grill lives somewhere in the city, it's time to pay him a visit and get some answers. What exactly is the Stoneshard? Where? Meet Varen by the Close Harbor Tavern. That's probably where we were. If you have vigor, then you don't get fatigued as much. Yeah, sure. Once it is gone, it shoots up fast. Okay, fatigue resistance here is 60. Okay, we've been tired, like weary, once in this playthrough so far. So I just, but my point is that we've so far you do Osbrook, the dungeons are like right next door, right? You shoot out, so then you don't get tired because you're not going that far. Same here. These dungeons are really close. I remember that Bryn dungeons are they're like further out, so that's where the fatigue will start to come into play. Where we can't just have vigor all the way through the dungeon, right? So in the late game, it'll affect us more. Through the troll fight, I'm sure we will get tired in the troll fight. Stuff like that. Because it's so long. Three Pots Tavern. Okay, so must be over on the other tavern. Barbershop. Bathhouse. It's closed. Oh, here's the town drunkard. Where is that? Oh, what is this? Alchemical Emporium of Curious Goods. And it's open? Oh, they added another shop. A potion shop. With Vivifying Essence. What is that thing? Spider Blood Flask. Direct hit causes caustic and poison damage. Applies acid bath for 5 turns. Okay. Potion of Restoration. Oh, they've written the intoxication differences on the on the label now. Amazing. Let's see here. How long is this game? 40 hours playtime in a playthrough, depending on how you play and what you like to do. Much more if you are patient and want to explore the whole thing. But right now there's only about like the 40 hours, I think. That maybe even be a bit much. But 30 hours of play time with actual gameplay where you don't just walk around. Anyway. This is why I've been really debating getting points into survival. It seems so wasteful to spend all those points. It would be nice to camp out near distant stuff and save my game. Yeah, that's fair. And no worry, Master Steel, if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them. Mystic Belt will give us magic power. This is the belt that we want to get late game. We could get it right now, but that's all my money. Doesn't seem like the smartest decision. Potion of Rage, Potion of Satiety, okay. But really cool that we can buy potions now, and I'm looking forward to breaking into his shop at night and stealing all his stuff. Should be fun. Here's another house that we can go inside. Or not. Emil doesn't agree with me, okay. What is this? Oh, there's another tavern down here that I've never seen, and there's Varen. You're finally here. I was beginning to think you got lost. Would be the first time. Gwyl's house isn't far. Now follow me and don't fall behind. Oh, this is our first escort mission. Alright, well, I'm excited. This is new. So, here we are. We'll get our answers soon enough. So your great alchemist lives in a hovel. Or that's not how I imagine Gwynel's house. Doesn't really matter which one we pick here. Gwynel has his quirks, there's no denying it. His precious dwelling was a mansion in the old towers. I remember him constantly complaining about his meddling neighbors and how they wouldn't keep their noses out of his affairs. So anyway, he sold his lavish house, then he used the money to purchase this shack from a gang of smugglers. Once he fixed the leaky roof. Fixed is maybe an overestimation of that, but whatever. He moved in and he's been living here ever since. There's so much going on in the docks that Gwynel barely draws any attention. He didn't even bother to take the boards off the windows. Apparently, they do a great job of warding off prying eyes, and dim lighting is in fact preferable when practicing alchemy. Makes sense? Oh, look at that, he turned his back to the camera. We've never seen that before in this game. Gwynel, open up, it's Varen. Everyone's always facing the camera. He's got his back turned. Bloody hell, are you asleep in there? Oh, that was a nice little animation. The door isn't locked. All the better. Oh, Gwynel's dead. Gwynel's is so dead. Someone really did a number on this place. What happened here? Hell if I know. I don't think Gwynel is home. It's quite possible that he ran off on his own accord, or he had someone to help him with it. We need to figure out which one it was. A thorough look around would be a good start. Now we're playing Sherlock Holmes. Here's a journal page, a flask, various bottles. I have not yet found a use for the empty bottles, but I suppose it'll play into the alchemy system when that is implemented. The flasks are empty, apart from some moldy spots. There's no evidence of them being used in experiments. This apparatus is covered by a thick layer of dust. It's been a while since anyone used it. Way too risky. I'm afraid there's no other choice. I need to act before it's too late. I'll deal with Varen later. For now, the most important thing is him finding the item he was sent to retrieve. The Stoneshard. I see. Found anything? See for yourself. Looks like a page from Gwynel's journal. Varen takes a moment to peruse the text. Deal with Varen. Interesting. Can't find of anything that could have provoked him. Can't think of anything. We had no arguments to speak of, and I didn't ask for any unnecessary questions. I have a bad feeling about this. Anything else? Gwynel isn't stupid. He wouldn't leave anything important in plain sight. It can't be this simple. The shack doesn't look lived in at all. Forget about a bed. There isn't even a bench to sleep on. Mark my words, there's a hidden stash or a passageway here somewhere. Got to search every corner. How about we focus on that other room? Might still find something of interest there. Now, Varen, I have this magical power called Alt. I don't think that highlights it. No, there's something there. No. Okay, so we actually have to play a little point-and-click adventure here. I probably... No, I can't. Examine surroundings, really. Because we're in story mode or whatever. Oh, look at this. Got it. I knew it. Now I understand why he chose this squalid old shack in particular. Time to see what's downstairs. Indeed. Okay. Well, who dares wins. Ugh, the stench. And no sign of Gwynel, of course. There must be at least some clues for us to discover. Let's get to work. We have a new chatter here. Dracosaurus. How are the next tier electromancy spells? I don't think I saw them in the last playthrough. They are pretty good. They're made for mass combat. We have static field and a short circuit. That's the only ones we've unlocked so far. Oh, the next tier. Oh, I still can't do anything. Okay. Looks like his alchemical experiments have gone too far. It reeks of death. Judging by fresh bloodstains, there was a body lying here not so long ago. Okay. Torn journal. Okay. There are no pages to read. There's nothing left of this once hefty journal apart from its binding. All the pages were forcefully ripped out. Why would you not just take the whole book then? Okay, whatever. By the looks of the chemical symbols painted on the cover, it used to belong to Gwynel. Why would you take a book, open the binding, pull out all the pages, and then leave the binding behind? Like, that's what the binding is for carrying the book, the pages. Curiouser and curiouser. The smell is unmistakable. It's residue from his famous lecture. I didn't know he was still making it. There's a small puddle of bluish liquid at the bottom of this apparatus. It gives off a strong, unpleasant smell. Okay. There's a travel pot, a journal page. Ooh, we find a Gwynel's elixir. Lovely, and a morion, sure. And another journal page. Which leads me to believe that I've missed one. Oh yeah, there's one here. You've already read this note. Okay, thanks, game. 2 out of 4. Was the price I paid too high? Perhaps. Was there any other way? I don't think so. Everything unfolds according to destiny. Therefore, I am to endure every hardship thrown at me without flinching, and I must never forget that the reward awaiting us in the end will far outweigh its prize and misery. Okay. Each new day is harder than the last. I'm running out of supplies, and I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. I fear the sight of my reflection. If nothing changes, I have a few months left at best. Possibly in Maine? There must be at least some records of it in the Academy's library. After all, if not there, then where? Still, it won't hurt to go through every archive I can get my hands on. The cathedral, the university, some of the abbeys that are still intact. Okay, so he went to Maine, to the Academy, and that's where the next part of Stoneshard storyline will take place, I suppose. Any luck? I found more journal pages. Take a look for yourself. Everything else is unsalvageable. Baron slowly goes through the torn pages. Some of them hold his attention longer than others. Is Gwynel sick or something? Beats me. He certainly doesn't look healthy. He didn't look healthy in the last few times I saw him. But that's what you get for slaving over an alchemy table day and night. There's no way around it. Would be cool if like alchemy came with some mutations, or some risk when you do alchemy. That would be really fun when they implement that system. In any case, it's not important right now. This mess is much more complicated than I expected. Well, that's Gwynel for you. I've known him for a decade, yet he never fails to surprise me. What do you make of all this? The upper floor is trashed, the library is intact. At the laboratory, it's safe to assume that we aren't the only ones who want to question Gwynel. There's no telling who it is, though. Gwynel rubs shoulders with all kinds of people. Looks like he had packed everything of value and left before they got their hands on him. In the very least, there's no evidence of struggle. Whoever turned Gwynel's house upside down, I don't think they found what they came for. This mess is much more complicated than I expected. I wish I had an answer. There aren't many leads for us to follow. It's possible that he's lying low somewhere in city, or he could go to Maine. The journal mentioned the Academy archives, didn't it? He's likely gathering information about Stoneshards, plural. After all, before I went to that thrice-accursed abbey, we'd spent days scouring through the libraries of both the university and the cathedral. Wait a second. The abbey. While I was making my way out of the cell, I stumbled upon some archives and a few closed doors. That's right. We did. The monks had the Stoneshard in their possession for many years. I'm sure they made at least some notes on it. Oh, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to the abbey. Awesome. Gwynel will definitely want to read some of those at some point. And if that's the case, it's our best interest to get there first. I want to make sense of what's going on before we actually find him. As for tracking Gwynel down, I'll make some inquiries along the way. It's not like he vanished into thin air. This mess is more complicated than I expected. Okay, he's repeating that sentence. We already have carts and horses, so nothing prevents us from going to the Abbey and searching it top to bottom, indeed. And still, I'd like to take some more time and make sure that the caravan is ready for the long road ahead. We will depart after I finish all necessary preparations. I'll leave you to your own devices for the time being. As soon as I need your help, I'll let you know. Brent is a big city rife with opportunities. Take your fun while you can. And by the way, I'm going to set up a temporary camp outside the city walls. You'll be able to find me there. See you soon. Okay. That was a lot to take in. But damn. He wanted to make it look like a robbery. Oh. Next level thinking smoking place. Backfire damage while doing alchemy, maybe? Something like that. But that doesn't really matter if you're like sitting in town. Oh, you take a bit of damage and then that's it. So I was hoping for some more lasting, like debuffs, some mutations or something. You know, chance of stat changes. That kind of stuff. Alright, I don't think there's a lot of loot here that is worth picking up. Just making sure there's not another point and click kind of thing going on here where I could overlook something, but nah. Alright, but that's really amazing to see the story expand a bit, and I honestly don't mind having it like piece by piece like this. I hope we do get to go to the Abbey in the current build, and I think we will. Not sure what that implies. Camp on a clearing. Gwynel's answers head to the caravan camp. Oh, we have a caravan camp. He has not given us the coordinates of the Abbey yet. You would think that Varen knows where it is, you know, but we don't. Bad trip? Yeah, that could be cool. For sure, that would make sense. I want to go to this tavern. I've never been there before. Is this a shop? It is a shop. Like a little everything shop. And we can buy the bedrolls, you know, so this is another way of saving out in the wild and stuff like that. But, oh, no, that's... I thought for a second that this was the electromancy stuff. Metallic stuff does shock damage also, but doesn't actually help with electromancy. If you go down the docks, there's a merchant from one of the other places. Really? I suppose that's the downside of them slowly building up the world this way. I get it into my mind that I have already checked the beach, and so there's nothing for me to see down there, right? But then they add little bits and pieces here and there, and they don't tell us where everything is being added. I'm sure I've checked the beach before and not found a merchant down there, but we'll go and have a look here. Looks like this is it. Oh, that's the guy that used to be at the entrance to the city. Yes, it is. So they moved him here. Interesting. This is a new thing. Elven flail. Fancy pants. Another belt. Now I don't remember the other belt. This one also helps with skills. Interesting. So it's like a mix. There's the Nikaf. First time we see those. And then the Orient braces are the late game magic gloves that we want. But 6,000 gold is kind of out of my league right now. Alright. Oh, there's another dude here. Alright, well, I say we head to Varen's camp. Where are you taking me? I want to go out here. What? How about we go this way? So now we have a Gwynel's Elixir, which is an extra life, more or less. Which is cool. And I think I just want to carry it in our pockets here, so that I basically can live. It's not really necessary when we're not playing on permadeath, I suppose, but yeah, let's pretend it's permadeath and that we want to survive. Fat Jan's grocery store. What is this? Fat Jan. Grocer and a master chef. Okay. I think we can do better than 40. Every other day is shifting to dwarf merchant and other places merchant as well. Really? Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to go into the tavern down below, didn't I? Oh, he paid less? Huh. Alright, and I will throw my identification scrolls here. There. Let's go check out this caravan thing. I didn't think they'd implemented the caravan system yet, but maybe this is just like showing a little bit of what it's gonna be like. Baby steps. After this quest, Varen is no longer the coach for transportation from town to all yet. You'll have to check out the new guy. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure that I'm about to learn what it is that you're talking about. Where are you, Varen? Don't hide from me. Here we are. Alright. Caravan camp. Doesn't look like much. Ah, it's you. Who else would it be, Varen? I'm still busy with the caravan, so I'll be here a while before we can set off. If you need a place to store your things, feel free to throw them in the cart. Don't worry, everything will stay there where you leave it. Oh, we can sleep here. What cart? Storage. Oh. Oh, that's a big storage. Nice. Interesting. Why would I store things here when I can throw stuff on the ground in the town square? But point taken, we can store things in the caravan. And so Smoking Blaze says that we can't fast travel with Varen anymore. You'll have to check out the new guy. Okay. Which means that there will be a guy somewhere else who can fast travel us. Probably. But surely they didn't take away our fast travel mechanic. That would have been a bad decision. So I wonder if it's out by where Varen used to be. Murdering some birds. So this is definitely a place with horses and a stable, you know. So you'd think, yeah, here. Hello there, old Tot. This day just keeps getting better and better and better. You can call me Vagrant Tot. And the scrawny beast over there is Bauble. Everyone knows around these parts. Who would you be? I am Jonna, and I am a mercenary. I suppose it's a trade like any other, not to mention a profitable one. I see you're in a hurry. Need a ride? I do, actually. We have to pay for it now? Really? Well, I've changed my mind. What's your trade? It varies. Life can be fickle. You never know what tomorrow might bring or where it will take you. Some days I'm a junk dealer collecting things no longer needed by the good people of this land. Sometimes I drive a cart, getting folks from one place to another for a few crowns. A few crowns? As you imagine, it's hard to plan for the future these days, and honestly, I don't even want to. Okay. Got anything interesting in that cart of yours? Oh, he's a shop too. He will sell me a skull for 2 gold. I'll buy that. It can be ground to bone dust, but it can't. And we throw it on the ground. Alright. Surgeon's toolkit. Okay. Nothing special here otherwise. An identification scroll is always nice to have lying around. Okay, I wanted to quickly check. Yeah, the timer is still not ticking down on the return of the necromancer. Has anyone else experienced this? That the quest timers do not tick down? I suppose, I mean, this is proof. So, there's probably not really anything to do about it. I can't walk up to Odar and tell him to fail my quest. So, I guess we're keeping the amulet, and then we will go to Manshire and do the next dungeon there. Cheapest bedroll is from the card guy now. Oh, really? Okay. 113. Yeah, that's not too bad. I would probably buy one of those if we go on like a really, really far out mission. We'll see. So P and then 1 to the side. I didn't check the waking up time, but hopefully it's during the day so that the town elder is here. Yeah. A new rumor. Down there, camp in a clearing. I think it's this one out here. Campsite, okay. The Rotten Willow Tavern will be up here, probably, but let's do a dungeon first. It's right there. Do we have everything? No. Let's get the blessing. Not sure if I have repaired. How do you like electromancy compared to the other magics? I think that's a little unfair, because of course I really love electromancy right now because it's new and fresh, and so I'm probably biased and will say electromancy right now. I think depends on what parameters, because if it's like pure power, I think geomancy is still stronger. Pyromancy is cool too, so it's not like, you know, I love all my children, all my magics. But it's definitely fun to play around with, and I'm very excited to see more of the electromancy stuff. We've only brushed the surface so far, or scratched the surface. Weird how you have not gotten any rumors far away from... Yeah, like... Usually I get a lot of rumors. This run has just been rumor dry. No one's chit-chatting anywhere here. Everyone's keeping to themselves. No one wants to share their secrets. So we've been really unlucky with rumors in general. It's just unlucky. Because I know that the drop rate for them is usually higher. And I've been really good at checking. I think that the most diligent that I've ever been. There's a lot of potential if they manage to implement all the magics that are listed in the skills tab, for sure. Right now I'm not even mixing them, right? And then there's the magic mastery. So in another build, in another run, where we aren't bound by my own rule to only go electromancy, I could think of some really, really cool combinations with the other spell trees. Come on. Oh, I actually don't know this guy. It generates a large amount of noise, attracting every proselyte within 9 tiles. All enemies within the 9 tiles receive psionic damage. Okay. So he's more like a snitch, if anything. Within 9 tiles is not that big of a radius, though, so he might not have attracted anyone with that. That's what I'm betting on. Static field him. Oh, he's... okay, should be dead now. Yeah. A little library, you say? This is where the fun begins. An enchantment scroll. We are not carrying anything I want to enchant, unfortunately, otherwise, or unless it is the healer staff. Honestly, that's not half a bad idea. But that was terrible. Body part damage. What is this? A folio written by Magus Titus on magic, the greatest mystery of the universe. It's not a treatise, but reading this book grants some experience. I wonder if this was also... We gotta check. Here, what does it say here? Reading a magical treatise for the first time grants +1 magic power. Okay, so what is my magic power currently? 115. Now we pick up this weird thing. 115. Oh, it did not trigger it? We got 100 XP for that. Okay, I was kind of hoping that it would count as a magical treatise. Here we go. The intricate challenge of understanding the nature of magic can best be described with an allegory I invented a long time ago. Imagine yourself waking up in a locked room in a pitch-black darkness. Your wrists are tightly bound with rope. There's an impenetrable blindfold over your eyes, so the only thing you can do is make one tiny step after another as you stumble through the room and explore it by touch. After some time, you realize that the whole place is filled with peculiar contraptions that you have zero familiarity with. If you fiddle with them long enough, flip random switches on and off, you just might cause them to produce a useful effect. But how precise can you be with your guesswork? Will the result of your fumblings be in line with the intentions of the machine's mysterious maker? You'll never be able to fully answer any of these questions until you get rid of the bindings, remove the blindfold, and find your way out of into the light. Alas, the very nature of the human mind makes it all impossible, as some things are simply beyond our comprehension. And once you remember that some of these contraptions are remarkably dangerous, capable of causing insanity, injuries, and even death if you are not careful, it comes as no surprise that only the select few whose curiosity borders on the foolhardiness are willing to experiment with magic. It's pretty apt. I like it. Looking forward to warns being implemented. Yeah, I have no idea what warns will add to the game, but of course I'm excited to see it. Actually, as a magic or, wizard aficionado, wands have always been sort of to me. I don't like wands. They feel like a staff. You know what, a staff? That's a big thing, a big glorious thing that you can punch people with it, and it looks glorious. A wand is just this fiddly little stick. Come on. Who wants wands when you can have staves? And I'm gonna die. Oh, this is just a rat. Okay, good. So yeah, no, I'm a staff wizard, not a wand user. $100 XP is pretty good for the book. Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's it's cool that there's books like that now. Kinda disappointed that it didn't count as a magical treatise, for sure. But maybe that would have been too strong. I am not taking this dungeon seriously enough. We should also drink the Nikkev. What are you? A tormentor? No, he's a flagellant. Okay. So we go 4, 2, static field. Impulsy. He's staggered. He's got all the debuffs. Oh, some buffs too. Oh, so this is where I could use my dispel kind of thing on him. And we would in fact probably gain mana back. We would get rid of his battle rage and his vampiric blood. Probably worth it. It hits me too. So I would lose Seal of Electromancy on it. I'm just trying to figure out when the right time for casting Seal of Cleansing is. And is it now? It also gets rid of his static field. No, it's not worth it. There, and now I want to drink the Nikif. Switch into the flail. Good. And now we are on a timer for the dungeon. But I'm also waiting for energy to recharge. There's another floor. Alright. There was a trap there. So there's two choices here. Either we clear the floor and hope to level before the boss, or we rush towards the boss while we still have all the buffs. And I think right now the buffs have such a long timer that we can clear a little bit more of this floor before we go further down. Oh. A vivifying essence for free. Static field. Impulse. Just walk up to him and punch him. Nice. Oh, we got more incoming. The short circuit is too expensive to use on a single opponent. Will you be taking the finesse seal? Backfire doesn't seem to be a major problem. So yeah, the answer is right now no. But later on, if we start experiencing backfire problems, then that's the solution that we would go for to fix it. But as you point out, right now I don't feel like it's necessary at all. I'm sure it will be more important later. $500 XP missing. Oh, there's a chest there. Okay. So I will continue to explore this floor. Oh. I just wanted to see if I checked these cupboards and stuff. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see if I remember that on the way out. We gotta move towards the next floor now. Can we get 500 XP before the boss with all these XP bonuses that we are getting? This is worrisome. battle rage. Okay. I am too powerful. We still have the seal, so let's go. They just can't do anything. So I think electromancy is more powerful than, say, pyromancy for taking out a single target like that who isn't debuff resistant. Some enemies are, you know, so we would be worse off against them, but as long as we can knock them back and apply all the other debuffs and they just sit there and take the damage, they can't ever really touch me. And then it's pretty powerful. Now what? Where go? Here? Ooh, one of the tougher opponents. But it relies on dodge chance and you can't dodge spells. So get fucked. That's also a part of the whole thing with magic in this game. Is that it is so hard for the enemies to do anything about it. Like, they don't have defenses against it. You can't block spells, you can't dodge spells, you can't counter on spells. You can only sit there and take it. Ooh, a chest. We are pretty close to leveling up. Here's another enemy. This could be the boss chamber. It looks like it is. Let's go down here first. Knock, knock. That guy is not enough XP. I think. But there's more. Dungeon. But no more enemies. Damn it. At least it looks like I can fight the boss with the buff still on. So that's good. I heard one of the high-end brigand mages have some magic mastery spells and they wreck you. Okay. That's cool. I hope that's true. Counterspell would be a really fun thing to see. But, I don't know. If the player can see an opponent do counterspell, then they will never throw a spell into it, so maybe it won't work. I don't remember how the counterspell mechanic works, but I hope we can pick it up later. Anyway, time for boss murdering. Oh, he has a friend. Okay, I kind of wanted to fight them both at the same time just to see if we could. But if we don't have to, then we won't. Wait, he's going to alarm the boss anyway? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I wanted to static her. Or resonance. Oh, this could be real bad. I don't know. It's not aggroing, really. No, okay, the boss did not aggro. I thought he reached it with his spells. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, that might level me up. Yes. Man, they're so sturdy. Because he's regenerating, of course, right? Good. No way. 46 XP from leveling before the boss. But there's no more dungeon, so... If I could find a treatise, I think that would be enough to trigger it. That's fine, we're gonna murder him. Her. It. Whatever. Can we throw this little glass bottle that far out? No. Here. Grab that. What was that? Sacrificial blood. Who cast that? Oh, he has another friend. She, it, whatever. So if I kill this one, we level up. And he didn't get resonance. So we have to try again. There. Oh, and they're next to each other, so short shortcut. Good. And then static field. Good. She's just stun locked. And there's the level up. It is still willpower for sure. Let's go for some electromancy. I think it's this one here. For each ability invested into electromancy, these empowered attacks apply their opponent with lower shock resistance. That's also really good. Chance of impulse dealing double damage when it inflicts knockback with a chance of immobilizing. I'll get the residual charge. Oh, we are almost out of mana. And you're at 60? Oh. And the thing is, I'm not actually at 49 energy right now, because I am a megalomaniac. So I think I have more mana than I do. There. Now we can do impulse. Or static fields. 23. 23. They both cost... Oh, I've been fighting with the mace out all this time? That's why we have no mana. Or the flail. Whoops. So do I switch back to the staff or stay with the... I don't think we can melee with her. She's gonna murder me. So switch into staff. Eat the time, yeah. Sounds good. And then impulse. Really hoping for some knockback here. There's a stun that works. Into static field. Yeah, this is what we needed. She's gonna die to that mostly. I'll take it. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to read the book in the middle of combat here. Knowledge hurts. The pen is mightier than the sword or something. Oh, that did 4 damage. Cool. Nice. Okay. So that could have gone smoother, but we won. That's a pretty good ring too, with energy restoration 3%. Does that make it so that I could get rid of the cursed ring? I think so, because this, well, could put it here. Yeah. But then this could maybe replace the cursed ring so we can get our sanity back. Oh, don't forget the folio. Athletics treatise. So this should give me some XP just to read this. 50. Okay. Sure. Alright. We have successfully completed this quest. Back to Manshire. And I have not forgotten about the pelt here. What else can we drop? Maybe the net. I just think the net is actually really good. I just keep forgetting. Oh, we did need it in that fight. I should have used it. Oh. That was maybe a misplay. Oh, I already dropped 1 water skin, really? The splint for the treatise. Sure. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but here, min-maxing a bit. Just get rid of the net, you get so many, do you? I suppose we do get some for free sometimes, but it's more about always having the net. So I'm not too keen on throwing it away. And we're talking about very little gold here that I'm trying to min-max. It's not a big deal. I'll dig up 1 grave before we leave. Do you think skinning is worth spending a skill on? We've talked a lot about that in this stream, and no. That's not true. So the conclusion that I arrived at is that it's a game where you play however you want it. And if you think it's fun to go hunting, I think it's a thing that you have to make it a play style. If you want to pick up the skinning, you gotta go hunting, and it turns into a whole different game. And if you think that's fun, then great. Then it's a good point to spend. No. The arrows are worth 100 gold. You get 230 nets in proselyte dungeons. What? Well, we were just in a proselyte dungeon and I got 0 nets, so I'm not sure what you mean. 1 to 2 nets from brigade dungeons if they have that special guy. that throws nets, then yeah. And I suppose most of them do. I'm not sure I find it as reliable as you do, but I think you're right. You could skip the net. Again, we're talking about very little gold, and I'm just erring on the side of caution having the net. And then I didn't use the net in that fight where it was most important, but sometimes it's more about wanting to do the right thing rather than being capable of it or remembering to do it. My memory is like a sieve. Everything passes through it. This should be Manshire. Indeed. Alright, and I think we have some identification scrolls here, so we'll finish up this stream by identifying our 2 potions here. And then there's nothing exciting just right around the corner here, so it's about time that we end the stream. Actually, we have gone a bit over time. What? We have a potion of drunkenness. Makes you drunk. And then a potion of stone skin, which is a really good potion. They're also worth a lot more money now. Very nice. Anyway, so this one we would throw at an enemy and make them drunk. What's the difference between this and alcohol? No one knows. Doesn't matter. Don't think about it. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It's about to end. I'm going to send you all on a little mission here. Some of you might have heard about this game called XCOM. One of my friends is playing that right now. We are going to go and bother him. He's called Vex Composure, and he plays a lot of games, and often with Keejchen actually. So check him out. He's a really fun guy. He's Australian, but he doesn't sound like one. And in 3, a 2, a 1. See you next week, guys, and bye-bye.